So hey guys, welcome back to another supplement review. If you guys don't know me, I'm David Frederiksen, 51-year-old type 1 diabetic. I've been doing this a long time and supplements are my thing. And I'm reviewing, I got my hands on two products here. I got Lit by Beyond Raw and Lit AF. These are both products that GNC puts out. And I have been doing this for a while and have never been fond of GNC products, so when I got my hands on these, I had to run them. I ran them both for 3-4 workouts a piece. So I'm going to give you guys the supplement breakdown, and I'm going to give you guys my experience and my thoughts on both these products. So let's get into this. So first, let's get into Beyond Raw Lit. Now, this product is a 30 servings product, so you get 30 workouts out of this product, or 30 days on it, because they do say to take it on training days and non-training days. And the reason for that is because of the beta-alanine in it. If you guys don't know, beta-alanine is not really a product that you just take and it gives you instant results. You have to actually build it up. There's kind of like a loading phase, just like creatine. And the loading that you have to get to is anywhere between 90 grams to 180 grams, just individual specific, but right within that time frame. And at 3.2 grams, you can get there within about 28 days at 90 grams. If you decide to dose it twice a day or multiple times a day up to the 6.4 grams that they recommend, you can get there a lot sooner, in about 15 days or so. So keep that in mind. So if you are taking a beta-alanine supplement, the longer you take it, the more effects you're going to get off of it. So I'm going to put the supplement profile here right to the right. We're going to get right into the ingredient profile because I'm doing two supplements, and I want to make this video as short as possible with as much information for you guys as I can. Now first we have, has an energy and mental intensity blend, and that consists of beta-alanine at 3.2 grams. Now that's a good dose. That is the clinical dose for most products. But like I said, 3.2 grams to 6.4 per day is actually for loading, is what you want to go for. And then we have micronized creatine as creatine monohydrate. So creatine monohydrate is a great supplement, we know. It's a loading phase to it. This has only 1.5 grams to it, so you are pretty much way below any kind of gains that you're going to get from it. But you know, there are some studies, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. There are some studies that suggest that when we train, we use up anywhere between 1 and 2 grams of creatine within our system. So putting 1.5 grams is pretty much possibly replacing what you have already used through your workouts. So there could be some benefit to that for those who don't want to supplement with creatine separately. But once again, if you want to make gains and you want to have more power output, more strength gains in the long run, you do need to add creatine to this product, at least 3 grams extra to get to that 3 to 5 gram dose. Next ingredient is caffeine anhydrous. That's at 250 milligrams. Not bad, give you a good kick. At 250, there is no slow acting ingredient in this, so it's just a straight caffeine anhydrous, and that's going to give you a quick boost. It's probably going to last you, it's probably going to kick in within about 30 minutes. Probably going to last you for about an hour before you start to taper down. Then we have ATP. So there are a bunch of different ATP products out there, and they're supposed to actually increase the ATP in your system. So all the research I've ever done on ATP, I don't usually use ATP products, and the reason why is because there is no research, real clinical data done by any source outside of the companies that actually produce the product to give you the information. But most information that you find on ATP supplements, you will get lengthier, more energy in a longer workout of high intensity. So even in their own research from the companies, there was no initial strength gains or power output. It was more longer workout efficiency, as far as you can go longer through sets, kind of like a beta-alanine type setup, to where you can actually push through more reps, but with this, you get more energy through the workout. ATP taken orally does not get into the cells of your body as ATP, because most of it is broken down into adenosine, which is the first molecule in adenosine triphosphate of the ATP. So when ATP is living outside of the cell, it's broken down usually, but there are some benefits to adenosine in your blood to where it does actually give you vasodilation, it does give you blood flow, of course, more oxygen, more energy, so you will benefit a little bit from that depending on the product. So like I said, this is Elevate ATP, and through studies it's been shown to increase ATP levels in the body by 40% within 60 minutes. So they've taken blood tests on individuals, and at 30 minutes, and at 60 minutes, and 120 minutes, and at 60 minutes they've actually clocked it at 40% higher after a dose of 150 milligrams, which is what this has in it. The next ingredient is neurofactor. Now this is a neurotropic, and it's a very good neurotropic, and all the studies done on this are at 100 milligrams, and it's been shown to actually increase your mental capacity by 140%. So it's actually a very good nootropic, pretty much. And then we got a pump and no support complex here. This has L-citrulline in it at 3 grams and nitrosamine at 1.5 grams. Now L-citrulline is effective at dosages from 3 grams to 5 or 6 grams. So of course the higher you go up, the more arginine no synthesis that you actually create, and the more vasodilation you can get, and the more of a pump. So this is on the bare minimum right there, but coupled with nitrosamine, which is an arginine supplement which has the same effects. They're just 2 different arginine pathways to the no process, and it's a very effective product. So, but very simple. So it's a very simple pump product. And what I noticed on this product before I get into the next one, I actually like this. This is actually a beginner product to an intermediate product. I got a very good mental focus, which is what we're looking for in pre-workouts. At 250 milligrams, it was a subtle but nice, smooth caffeine energy kick. So, you know, decent. Got the tingles from the beta-alanine, of course, at 3.2 grams. And the pump was decent. It was a dry pump. So there's no cell volumization products or ingredients in here like taurine or betaine anhydrous or glycerol. So you're not going to get that swelling effect. But what I mean by dry gains is you felt the pump, but you didn't feel I didn't feel the swelling type pump in it. This would be an excellent product for someone who is just starting out, or anybody out there that is just looking for just a little extra. There's a lot of guys that I know that just drink caffeine before a workout. They don't even use pre-workouts. They're using pump products. And this would be a decent, mild product to start out with and use. And at 30 servings, price-wise, this is ranging anywhere between $30 and $34 from Amazon to GNC, and GNC sometimes has discounts. So, like I said, decent, but it is not going to give you massive focus. It is not going to give you massive energy, and it's not going to give you a massive cell swelling pump. Kind of hard to say. So keep that in mind. So if you are someone who's just starting out or want something mild, decent product. This was the Jolly Rancher. I'm not much into flavors, but it tastes just like Jolly Rancher. I got no complaints on that. If you see the stuff that I put together, I dry scoop betaine anhydrous and beta-alanine, so I'm not probably the best person to go on flavors, but it was decent, a little too sweet for me. But if I can remember back when I had a Jolly Rancher, it sure tasted like it. So now, next one is Lit AF, their advanced formula to the other one. Now this one here is supposed to be a more advanced version of the version there. And as far as the main profile, as you can see, I'm skipping the sodium, the calcium, the potassium, because that's not what we're looking for. We're looking at the stuff that's going to give us energy, and give us focus, and going to give us a really good pump. And we got, starting out, we got L-citrulline malate at 2:1 at 8 grams. Just so you guys know, when you look at that, you think, whoa, 8 grams, but just for your information, it's probably 4 to 4.5 grams of L-citrulline as far as a pump. The malate, I've done CrossFit, I've done all kinds of different types of training, bodybuilding, intense high intensity workouts, and I usually get not much of energy from the malate, and that's what it's supposed to kind of give you more endurance. I don't personally notice it. I prefer the L-citrulline, and they put this in there probably for that purpose of the energy factor. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. At 8 grams is not a bad dose. And then we have beta-alanine again, that's 3.2 grams, so that's perfectly dosed for a product. You go any higher than that and you'll be scratching your face off. So 3.2 grams is decent, it's a high amount. And it will give you those pins and needles in your face, your ears, or wherever the heck you get them. Derek from More Plates, More Dates was talking about it in his butt crack, so I never got itching on my butt, but hey, to each his own. And then we have, again, creatine, which is, on the creatine on this one, we have, oh, I'm sorry, skipping the betaine anhydrous is what I was talking about. Now, betaine anhydrous is going to give you power output, it's going to give you strength, it's going to give you some cell swelling. So betaine is an osmolyte. I hope I'm saying that right. And basically with that, creatine is the same thing, taurine is the same thing, glycerol is the same thing, and it actually draws water into the cells, into the muscle cells. So that's when you're going to get some sort of cell swelling through your pumps. So it's a good ingredient. It's actually right at the dose you wanted at 2.5 grams, so they did a good idea. I mean, a good job on actually dosing those first 3 ingredients. And then we have creatine again at 2 grams. So like I said before, I'm assuming, giving them the benefit of the doubt, they're taking into consideration those that don't supplement with creatine or don't like creatine, and they're just replenishing your creatine stores. I'm assuming, because other than that, there's no reason to have 2 grams or 1.5 grams of creatine in the product, other than putting on a label so someone can see that it has creatine. I don't know. Then we have nitrosamine again at the 1.5 grams. Great product, and it stacks well with L-citrulline. Like I said, 2 different arginine pathways. Then we have taurine at 1 gram, which is another osmolyte. I'm not even going to check to see if I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I am, but you guys can leave a comment down below if I'm totally butchering that word. But taurine has all kinds of different health factors to it. So taurine is great for the brain, great for the heart, great for blood flow, great for cell volume, bringing hydration, water into the cells and training, quite a few others. So I've said in my past videos, I really like taurine as an ingredient put into a pre-workout or post-workout or to take during the day, because it does a lot of things. Even for glucose, me being a type 1 diabetic, I notice that my glucose levels drop or are more stabilized taking taurine. Then we have Peak ATP, another ATP product, our ingredient. Peak ATP dosed at 400 milligrams. This is a very common one. I think Muscle Tech put a product out. There's a couple products out there. And the same goes with what I said about the Elevate ATP. I'm going to tell you which one I felt better on and which one I felt, more energy and stuff on it. Now, they don't have any kind of data that I could find on taking ATP and how high it raises your ATP levels. But the only data I can find on Peak ATP is that you really had to take it. It didn't kick in until 2 weeks, 12 to 14 days. So that means that you would have to take this to actually feel the full effects for 12 to 14 days on the Peak ATP. And then we have a caffeine blend, which is really good. So GNC is actually getting on top of the ball here. So they have the caffeine anhydrous at 250 milligrams, and then they have the targeted released, which is Zoom XR. I talked about that in my previous video. It was an unbound pre-workout. I'll go and put a link up on top for you guys if you want to check that out. And it has 50 milligrams. Personally, I would like to see 225 on the caffeine anhydrous and 75 on the time released. But either way, it just depends individually. I like to kind of like finish my workout strong. I do it in the morning, and I like to go on with my day with little to no crash. And then we have Alpha GPC at 150 milligrams. And unfortunately, you're not going to feel a damn thing on the nootropics, just being honest with you guys, at 150 milligrams. It's not going to do anything for you, though. Pretty much on this product here, I gave my review on the Lit already, pretty much. Lit's a pretty good product. Like I said, for a beginner, intermediate, someone just wants a little bit of focus, a little bit of energy, a little bit of pump. Gives you all the 3 factors that you'll need in a pre-workout. This one here, and this is 30 servings. This one here is only 20 servings. Now, you're not going to find this any cheaper than $44, $44 to $49. For 20 servings, there are a lot better products out there. What I noticed on the Lit was I felt, like I said, a little bit of energy, a little pump. I felt the little bit of focus. So it was all there. Wasn't intense, mild. But it was decent. For 30 servings at $30 to $34, that's not bad. This one here is basically because of the low-dosed alpha GPC, and there is no other nootropic in this product. You're basically getting a pump and caffeine product here. If that's what you're looking for, then by all means, go ahead and try it out. On the AF ATP, I felt that extra energy towards the end of the workout with that one. With the peak ATP, after taking it for 4 days, I was running off the caffeine. I felt no extra kick or energy compared to the Lit. So I totally I'm not going to give a rating, but I'm going to give this one, the Lit, a thumbs up. That's what I'm going to do on this one. It's decent. If you are looking for what I described that this product will deliver, then by all means do it. Very mild, but nice and sweet. Gives you all the different factors. This one here, this Lit AF, total thumbs down for the price, for the amount of servings, and for what the product delivers. Because it, like I said, has no nootropics. Felt no extra energy towards the end of the workout from the ATP. And to be honest with you, with the nootropic and the Lit, I felt like I had more energy in that one towards the end of the workout, even when they put the time-release caffeine in this than this one here. The pump was not much more because they, of course, increased the caffeine, which is going to cause vasorestriction. So once you get to that 300 milligram dose, you do cause a little vasorestriction. And because they just used arginine-based no products with the betaine anhydrous, they should have put, instead of the 150 milligrams, they should have just made this into a caffeine and pump product and put something that was a relaxant, like a Vaso AP, which would have counteracted the effects of the caffeine and really gave you an awesome, awesome pump. Once again, Lit AF, I do not recommend it. A thumbs down on that one. Lit, totally worth it for the price if you're looking for something mild. So that's it for the review. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.